In this video, we are going to learn how to make an Android app to classify some images. So for that, what I'm using skin cancer detection. We are making a skin cancer detection app. You can see here, this is the interface of the app. So how the app will work, I took some output result. First of all, you need to install app like this one. So I'm going to show you how app will work. This is the output. Whenever we select an images and press the detect button, so it will detect this is a benign image. So again, here is the result of that particular app. You can see, and here when I take that images and press detect, you can see the result of that app. So it will show malignant. Confidence is 99 point something. So you can use select photos or start camera. So how you can select some images. So how we will make that kind of app. So let's start it. So you can see I already opened my Git, my Google Drive. So here is the code. I'm going to open this one, and I already wrote the code. I'm just teaching you how this will work. So here, when I run this one, so it's take a quite long. So okay, now it's open. You can see this is the code. So I'm going to mount this one with my Google Drive, and then we'll run this one. So you can see, first of all, we need to mount our Google Drive. First of all, before this one, we need to check we have a GPU. So here I'm just going to mount this my Google Drive with this file. So you can see it show me the link. Give me a second, I will be back after mounting this one. So after mounting this one file, so you have two options. You just need to run this one code and upload your dataset from your drive. So first of all, discussing further, I'm going to show you something. So here, let's suppose I already use a training data. So I have this file, and you can see I took a dataset with benign and malignant classes. I have two classes, a binary classification. Benign content, I'm just taking some sample around about 20 images for benign, and malignant I'm taking something again at 20 images. So this is the demo for how the app will work. You can use your own data set, maybe either maybe for image classification, catch and run. What kind of data set you have, it is up to you. So this is the basically my data set. This is the file. So in my drive, you can see here same data set which contain benign and malignant, and here is the file. So you have either one option is just run this one cell and upload the data set from your drive, and then unzip on this folder. But I'm skipping these two steps. I'm just diving into the third one step, where I'm going to run this one. So you can see I'm not running this two cell, because actually I have already uploaded my file on my Google Drive. I'm simply running the import file. So you can see when I run this one, after that I'm passing my dataset link here. You can see code, and my dataset path is here. A dataset, I'm just simply copy this folder, a dataset, copy this folder and just assigning. If you have your own dataset, you just make sure you are passing your own path here. So you can see my dataset contain in content drive, my drive, buffml, code, and training. So when I run this one, so I define my label. So I have two classes, you can see here. So I define the label. So I have benign and malignant. So that's why I'm defining the labels. So when I run these two labels, and after that I will check the label. We have two labels, 0 and 1, 0 for benign and 1 for malignant. So I'm going to see how many labels we have. You can run and print this one. So after this one, so I'm going to select a MobileNet model. So here is the link of that one. This is a basically built-in model provided from when I run here, you can see here, this is basically the model which is provided by TensorFlow. So it contains a lot of model. So I'm just simply using the MobileNet. You can use the Inception v3, a lot of model. So this is the file. You can explore it and try to use the model whatever you like it. So I'm basically using a MobileNet with the input of 2 to 4 and the feature vector of 1 to 4, 8. So when I run hit, also the batch size is 16. When I run this one, and after that I'm going to check the image size, you can see I'm getting the image size is 24 by 24, and I'm not getting the channel. So I'm using pixel, so it will take some image input size, this one, and show that 24 by 24. After that I'm using a data augmentation with 0.4, whatever you want. If you have a lot of images, so you can use it 20%, 20%, maybe a 30%, but I'm using a 40% because I have a limited data set. I need to test my result on that images. So when I run hit, you can see how it is work. This is for data augmentation for training, validation, and test. So after that I'm using to extract the feature by using these define models. So you can see I'm using this function and extract the feature vector. So after that I'm using this one. So for I'm not using the pre-trained model, so that's why I'm fine tune. I'm not doing further fine tuning. I'm making it false. So when running this one, this is the next step. So I will press hit and run this one. You can see it show me the summary of the model. So we have two classes, so it will show that dense layer is equal to number of classes, which we have two classes. So this is basically define the model using a TensorFlow keras.sequence and feature extractor. This is the feature vector and so on. Flatten and dense, we are using a dense layer is equal to 512, and then dropout, and this is the model. So I'm using the learning rate is equal to 0.001, and the Adam is optimizer is equal to Adam, and loss is equal to categorical, whatever you want. It's up to you if you are using Adam, and there's a lot of optimizer. So this for this one I'm using this one. So I'm running the 15 epochs. When I run hit, so you can see how the model is going to train for 15 epochs. So we should wait here for some couple of times. We should stop here. I will be back when it's showing me some results here. You can see I have run, and I have run my model up to 15 epochs and got the validation accuracy this time around about 75 and maximum 81, and training accuracy is 1.0. So because I have a limited number of data set I'm using, you can I already show you I have 20 images per data set, but I'm suggesting you should use a lot of images up to 500 above images. So you can see when after that I'm just going to run to check my results. You can see I'm getting not quite good result, but this is the demo for how the project is working. So you can see training and validation accuracy and training and validation loss. This is the graph of because training and validation loss. Why I'm getting quite poor results? Actually, I have a limited number of data set. I'm just making that project. That's why I'm just running and show you how the project will work. So I'm going to show you this function will show you the output prediction. When I run hit, you can see the output here. So it's take some time. Yeah, you can see a benign class. It belong to the sample is belong to the benign class. I'm taking some random samples, and confidence is equal to 99, and same here malignant and so on. So after that I'm also drawing some confusion matrix. If you know about what is a confusion matrix, I'm drawing the confusion matrix to this is the evaluation matrix to check how good our model is. You can see these are we have 8 sample for benign, it's predicting 7 correct and 1 wrong. So benign and malignant, this is a confusion matrix. So after that I already made this one CD is equal to, so why I use this one. Make sure when you reach here, please listen carefully. It's showing me that when I run this one change directory, it's mean I'm using this one code. I'm just copying this one. If you have your own directory, it's mean because we deploy this model for our Android app. It's mean when we run this one, so it will make a TF Lite app and will write, you can say download or write this file into this particular folder. When I go CD means we are reaching this folder. After that we are running this folder. After that when I run this one, so it will convert our model into a TF Lite file and will show the output model into the into this file. So I will show you demo. So I'm just going for down. I'm just running these cells to predict the output again. You can see source images was benign, and the prediction was malignant. It's doing something wrong, and benign, so on. So this is the loss file. I'm going to use one here. So when I run this one, it will make a tflight folder in my code directory, which I have shown here, this folder. And when I run this one, you make sure if you have different file, if you have different number of different folders, you just need to copy whatever the folder. Let's suppose you have this folder, you just copy it and paste it here. This is really important. Space, then this one. So I'm just telling you how you can use this one. So after that, when I run this one, it will make a tflight folder in my code folder, and this file, it will save my model file, and you can see it when I go back and see where is my code folder. This is, so it's make a tflight folder. When I go into the tflight folder, here is a model file. This is the Android. This is basically the code site. This is basically, you can say, we have trained the model using a Python and Google Colab. So after training that model, it will generate a model.tflight file. So we need to deploy this model in our Android app, and we'll test the app at the real time. So basically, here is the code. You can see, here is basically the code. So you will get these two files on access to download the model. So basically, this is for training the model, which we have done so far. You can see this is a training file. So here is basically testing. For testing, I made a smart doctor app. So I'm going to teach you how it will work. I'm going to run Android Studio. So you can see how it will work. So I'm just after downloading the model, you can see how this will work. So let's suppose I just download this model on my local directory, and then you can see where is the model. I put the model here. You can see here is the downloaded model. So for Android app, the code is already made it. So here you can see the whole code. So what you have to do, so you can see this is the code for Android app. So you can see, so what you have to do here, just simply you need three things. If you have a different data set and you want to make a different kind of app, so first of all, what you have to do, you just need to do something like put your own data set with your classes, how many, if you are using a binary class or a multi-class, and after training the model, it will generate this kind of a tflight file. And after that, what you have to do, you can see you need to change these three things. If you can see, four things. The input size, if you are using the model with input 2 to 4, so you need to change this one. So because I'm using, if you can see here, if I'm going above, you can see I have the input size of the model is 2 to 4. Make sure the input size will be matched with this one, 2 to 4, and this is the model. You can go to your assets and open it. I'm going to show you in Explorer. So what you have to do, you just need to go to the asset and make that file. So labels, make that file and define your classes. I have two classes, so I defined binary and magnet. This is the image. So you can see this is the third one is the image, and this is the class. Here is the model. So when you download the model, just copy this model and paste it into the particular folder. You can see I'm going to paste it in this folder. So this folder contains three essential files that is needed for our app. And further details, I will mention these details. The further detail I have mentioned in this blog. You can access it, my blog, in my website. I will mention the blog on my website. I will show you how it looks like. So what you need to do, so basically when you describe these two main files and the input, So you don't need to change anything from this code. Simply you need to go to your build, and if you have an emulator, you just need to run this app using the emulator. I'm not using the emulator, so that's why I'm just build an APK app. So you need to build an APK app, so it will needs some time to build an APK app. So I'm just going to show you how it will show you. So you can see Gradle building running. So it's basically uh, making an APK file. So after making that APK file, you just need to download that app in your file in your Android app. So while downloading, you just need to plug your Android mobile with your laptop and make sure you can see build APK generated successfully. I'm just going to the local where the app is generated. You can see this is the app, this is APK. Just simply go there and send to your, just go there and send to your mobile. So after deploying this in your mobile, make sure you have selected transfer file. So after deploying this one in your mobile, so just need to run this app. I'm going to show you how it's look like in your mobile folder, mobile app. So basically how you can do it. These are some results. I already saved it. So first of all, you can see here. So it will, you can see APK file. So when it will download it into your mobile, so just need to run install, click install. So after installing this app, you just open this and one app. After opening, here is the interface of that app. So it will show one button, select photo, select camera. When you press the select camera, it will select some images from your photos. When you press the start camera, it will select images from your real time from your camera. And you can see, so I'm just pressing I will press the select photos. You can see here is the select photo. It's selecting the photos from my gallery. So I selected this photo. So after that, I need to press detect. When I press detect, you can see the output, how it's look like. Benign is, and confidence is equal to this one, 99 point something. So here is the output, you can see. So after that, I'm going to select the second images from local directly, and you can see the output. It's showing that it is a malignant class and the confidence is equal to 999. So again, the interface is like this one. This time I'm going to start with camera. You can see I'm selecting some images from camera. It will show you. It will show the interface. This one, when I press detect, it will show me 99 point something results. So here is so on. So here is the app. It looks like, you can see the interface. This one, this was the application. Here you can also see the interface. Here is the interface of the app. So don't worry, I will mention this one. You can get everything from my this blog, and also if you need to download the code, you just go scroll down and download now. Press on download now. You will get the whole project from this one, and simply you just click on this file and download this one. So this is the whole project. If you have any query, you can just text me or comment me. I will respond to you. And thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I will make it more kind of project, and thank you so much for